What's up, everybody? My name's Corey. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. There's a style of game that I'm not really good at. I'm terrible at these games. It's the Dark Souls type games. And I've thought to myself over the years, maybe I'll be good at this one. And I've picked up so many different ones. I have Dark Souls 2, I have Dark Souls 1, I have what's the other one? Bloodbourne. I have Remnant on PC and on PlayStation. I have Nioh. I have all these different Dark Souls type games, and I'm terrible at every single one of them. I've never been able to beat one. Most of them I haven't even been able to get past the first boss. The one that I've gotten the furthest on, though, was Remnant from the Ashes. So when I saw the story pop up today that Remnant from the Ashes is going to be getting a free upgrade for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S, I really thought it would be a good idea to bring it up. So if you enjoy this video, if you like what I'm doing here, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure that you hit that bell icon so you can get notified whenever I put out new videos. Let's go ahead and look at the news, shall we? So this story is coming to us from Games Radar, and it says free next-gen upgrades will roll out next week for Remnant from the Ashes. Also, crossplay will be available for the first time between Xbox and PC players. So it seems as though PlayStation is still doing that thing where they're not letting people play crossplay. That's their prerogative. I think that it would be awesome if they just opened it up and let us do it. Obviously, there's not really a software or communication error between the servers anymore, as multiple games have been able to pull it off. I'm hoping that eventually Sony decides to relinquish their death grip on the crossplay on their games, and we're able to have a lot more games cross-played between PC players as well as Xbox players. I think that would be really cool, but that's all for a different video. Let's read on this story. It does go on to state, Remnant from the Ashes is receiving a free next-gen upgrade for Xbox One and PS4 players later this week. That is PS5 and Xbox Series X as well. As revealed by the developer, the upgrade is a major patch, and it will add the option to run the game at 4K resolution at 30 frames per second on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X or S. Please ignore all the errors that are typed out in here or potentially in here. I will try to read it off properly. So anyways, it will add the option to run the game at 4K resolution at 30 frames per second on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X or S, and also 10K, wow, that would be insane, 1080p at 60 frames per second on both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X or S when it does release on May 13th. So just a few days away. That's going to be falling on Thursday. That's not too far off. Sunday evening right now. Yeah, it's just a few days. Well, the RPG, I guess more than a few, but you know what? It's fine. 4 still counts as a few. Well, the RPG is already available on Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass console library. The game will also be added to the PC Vault. So that's really awesome. I didn't know that it wasn't available for PC, but it was available on Xbox Series X or S Game Pass. I knew that it was on Game Pass. I didn't know that it was on PlayStation Game Pass, but I think I picked up the game for free when it was in the Epic Game Store a while back. And it was also free just a couple months ago on PlayStation. So hopefully you picked it up when it was free and you're able to utilize this new upgrade. So it goes on to state that as well as offer crossplay for Xbox and Windows 10 players, but seemingly not for PS4 and PS5 players. That is a big, like I said earlier, a bit disappointing, a big, I guess, pain in the side. Once again, it would be really cool to do the same type of thing that me and my son were doing with Outriders, where he's out in the living room on the Xbox, I'm in here on the PlayStation 5, and we're both playing together. That always is a really cool thing to be able to do. Story goes on to say, if you've yet to give Remnant from the Ashes the try, Developer Gunfire Games thinks that now is the best time to give it a go, which I would agree. With a new upgrade like this, I think the game would run so well. It would be a lot of fun. I would imagine it would be. And it does go on to quote, "Now is the best time to jump into Remnant, a third-person survival action shooter set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by monstrous creatures." That is what the developers wrote on an official blog post. "As one of the last remnants of humanity, you'll set out alone or alongside up to 2 other players to face down hordes of deadly enemies and epic bosses." True. The bosses are pretty cool. It had some pretty fun boss fights for where I got into. I don't remember exactly how far, but I do remember fighting the Treant boss. The Ent, I believe, is what it's called. And I think 1 or 2 bosses past that. It goes on to state, "and try to carve a foothold and rebuild and then retake what was lost. In case you missed it, Gunfire Games has confirmed that a prequel is on its way too, in which you'll have to take on a quote-unquote brutal labyrinth. When you start your journey, it's still easy to get stronger and quicker, but the older you get, the more important your wisdom about the arcane powers will become." Interesting. That's an interesting quote. I wonder if they're kind of getting at is that there's going to be some type of magic, some type of I don't know if you've played Outriders, but I know that another really popular-ish shooter type game is like Borderlands. So I wonder if maybe they'll have something similar to Borderlands where your characters can have special abilities, special quote-unquote arcane abilities like magic abilities, things like that, just to further make each different character a bit more unique. I think that would be pretty awesome. So yeah, that's really cool. If you didn't or weren't able to pick up Remnant on the PlayStation Store when it was free a couple months ago, that sucks. Hopefully you're able to utilize the Game Pass on PC or Xbox and play it on there for free. Well, I guess not free, but the monthly subscription cost. And, I mean, I don't know if it's really worth the $30 or $40 that it would cost to buy it, but give it time. It's likely to go on sale on PlayStation. You can pick it up and then play it when it does go on sale next time, or just pick it up and buy it. I mean, honestly, it's a fun game. If you haven't played it yet, I don't see a reason not to. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it entertaining. If you would like to show any support, like I did say, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. And then if you do want to show any further support, I do have, oh no, it's not set up correctly, I got a Teespring. The link is in the description. You can go and check it out. All kinds of different kinds of stuff over there. So yeah, I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video.